You see, communication is the fabric. It's really the fabric and the backbone of all relationships. And if you think about it, all living creatures communicate. Our body communicates with itself. We must be able to communicate. And if we really understand communication, it is a way to transform our relationships and transform our life, because the person that we're communicating with the most is where? Sitting in your chair. That's the one that we're always in this internal dialogue and internal communication. And communication is made up of words. Words are symbols. As long as we know there have been civilization, we can find symbols that people have always sought to communicate. Words themselves are literally a form of expression that we can take that which is unseen and bring it into the reality of something seen and heard and experienced through the power of our words. Ancient traditions always believed that our words were very, very powerful. Would you show me the next slide? How many of you have heard the word as a kid, abracadabra? How many of you knew that it's actually an Aramaic word, and the phrase, it's abracadabra, and it means, I will create as I speak. The ancients, that's why if you've studied Judaism, they were not allowed to say the name of God, because names were very, very powerful. And the name of God was meant to be so powerful and so revered that they could not even speak it, that words carried incredible power. Life is truly about expressing ourselves. And when we bring mindfulness, that's why all the scriptures talk about the tongue. When we bring mindfulness, our tongue is connected to our breath, our breathing, our spirit. And through mindfulness, as we begin to think about, what am I communicating? What am I saying to myself? What am I censoring inside of myself? What am I speaking to another? When we bring mindfulness to this, it will always return us to ourself. And the great spiritual teaching is that as we bring awareness to it, we gain insight into what I call our big S self, as opposed to our little s, just personality self. That it is our infinite self that we're all seeking to express and experience. That as long as we have skin on, we are whole and we are perfect, and yet we are not finished. You see, there's a difference. You can be perfect in your creation and still not be finished in your realization of your perfection. That as long as we have skin on, that we are still not finished. We're still growing in the awareness of the realization of our perfection, of ourself as whole, of ourself as pure love and pure light. I am that I am.